Before you say another word, you should know every inch of this land is still mine.
That's not possible. The HOA approved everything. This development is legal.
I was gone one year. When I came back, strangers were living on my land. Mansions stood where desert silence used to breathe. The HOA smiled and said it was legal. They thought I'd vanished. They were wrong. By the end, they were paying me rent and begging for mercy. That land wasn't an investment. It was a decision. 15 years earlier, I bought 6 acres outright. Cash, no liens, no partners. I chose distance over convenience, dirt over neighbors, freedom over rules. No HOA, no committees, just sky, wind, and silence. Every contract I ever signed overseas, every brutal job, had one picture attached to it, coming back here, untouched. That land was proof I owned something real, something no one else could control, or so I thought. The drive back felt familiar until it didn't. Asphalt turned to gravel to desert dirt, the kind that clings to your boots and memories. Landmarks I knew by instinct still stood, but something was wrong. The horizon felt crowded, and I saw it. Fresh pavement cutting through sand that had never known tires. New fencing replaced my old markers. Beyond it, 3 massive homes rose from the desert, glass flashing in the sun. Where emptiness once stretched, they were driveways, patios, manicured stone, and at the entrance, bolted to steel posts, a clean white sign stopped me cold. Red Rock Heights, private HOA community. I hadn't shut my truck door before she appeared. Cream suit, clipboard tight to her chest, sunglasses hiding nothing. Her smile was professional, practiced. "Can I help you?" she asked, already certain she could. I told her this was my land. She didn't hesitate, said the property had been classified as inactive during my absence. Transitional use approved. Development authorized. Every word sounded memorized. I asked who approved building past my fence line, who tied into my utilities, who locked my gate. She adjusted her glasses and smiled wider. "The HOA followed procedure," she said. "We added value." That's when I knew this wasn't confusion, it was a plan. I didn't argue. I went quiet. That night, in a cheap motel, I spread every document across the bed. Deeds, surveys, tax receipts, travel filings. By morning, I was at the county office. The clerk pulled my file and froze. 2 ownership records existed. Mine and another filed 9 months after I left. Same land, different owner. Red Rock Heights HOA. The signatures looked like mine until you stared too long. A co-signer caught my eye. My father's name. He'd been dead 7 years. That's when calm turned surgical. I requested copies of everything. Permits, notarizations, zoning approvals. Each page told the same story. This wasn't a mistake. It was coordinated theft dressed up as paperwork. By afternoon, my lawyer was standing beside me. Calm and sharp, the way people get when they already know how this ends. We filed for an emergency injunction. In the hearing room, the HOA showed up confident, expensive suits, practiced smiles. They spoke about improvement, community value, assumed abandonment. Then our evidence came out. Forged signatures, a dead man listed as co-owner. Permits dated weeks after construction began. Digital filings traced back to the HOA office. The room shifted. Questions turned pointed. The judge leaned forward, silent longer than anyone liked. Finally, he ruled. Full title restored to me. All structures unauthorized. The HOA was ordered to vacate or negotiate lawful leases immediately. Their smiles never came back. Weeks later, the desert returned to its rhythm. The mansion stood, but now they paid me rent. Silence stretched over my land again, unbroken except by wind and distant birds. I didn't gloat. I didn't shout. Land remembers, so do I. Freedom isn't given, it's defended. And this time, nothing and no one could take it from me. If you enjoyed this story, hit like, subscribe, and share it.